Welcome. This is Crimey Queen. And if you're joining us for the first time, this is the channel where we get excited about love. This is where we ignite that which comes from within us, that which comes alive, makes us smile. Hence, we say the crimson light is life. So, the crimson light is our journey to actualizing self love. And on this journey, we are having fun with names, words, and numbers, numerology to be precise. Although for the past few presentations, it hadn't seemed like much fun. However, we do understand that in the process, there's variation. And as we grew up, of course, it meant that we had reached a threshold. It meant we had gone through another stage of development, and that is something to celebrate. And in that celebration, I hope we can find the essence of fun. Well, I have been trying to do this. I have been trying to do this through what seemed very painful in discovering what I believe is a method, a mathematical formula or formulae that has been used to entrap individuals, groups, and nations. I believe that that has been a very profound finding for me or discovery. Yes, so still endeavoring to have fun in the process because it seemed evident that fun has its way of bringing things to the surface. In fun, which is number five, where number five on this sacrifice template, which is number five, which is where when you are in five, you are a new creature in Christ. And being that new creature, you are a fox. This is the new creature. And so we also understand that being a fox, you can get hunted by our thoughts, you could say, or hunted by others, external representations of our attributes, because we are one of, well, we are one, basically. So when you are a fox, you also have the responsibility of uniting with your separate selves. Yes, as such was my experience on the publication or writings and publications of the Crimson Light. So I do understand that even in that journey of having fun, we get knocked down, we get bruised, we may even get scarred, like I did in my journey of actualizing self love. But however, I'm here. I am here. And I am a representation of that which can continue despite the scars, despite abuse, despite being called whatever names, well, the list of names, despite the badges that had been posted on my forehead, I am here. I am here. But also, I am embracing the idea that because of that journey of actualizing self love through the Crimson Light, I am able to see. I am able to see. Now, C is really from the letter C, which is the third letter of the alphabet. And of course, there is so much to see. There is so much to see. And it's no wonder we remember, I'm recalling from the Old Testament, where God said to Abraham, behold, whatever it is that will use, I gave you as much as you can see. That see, of course, and that seed or adopted seeds of Abraham, or, of course, there were lots of seeds, you could say, of fruits and fruits, of course, bear seeds, and it goes on. And so we see that we have been subjected to a lot of control in that sea. And as if that sea had only been for a certain group, and others would get drowned in that sea. Oh, 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 oh. Mm, mm, mm. Isn't that the story of crossing the Red Sea? Was it the Red Sea? Oh, right now, I am not even so sure. But the color red, which I am wearing now, coincides perfectly with the word sacrifice, because the color red equals 9. So it's no wonder I have also discovered all of this, because I have willingly gone through the Inland Revenue, paying my dues. Here is a transparency. So if you ever care to wonder why I wear red, of course now I know red looks beautiful on me. Apart from that, yes, there is a significance. It is crimson, and it also derived from that sacrifice that I learned about, Christ dying on the cross. It's about the blood. Mm, 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 mm. But however, it seemed to appear that the key that has locked one room or vault, let's say vault, or tube, as in the number tube is in the number 2, which have been concealing a lot of agreements, as sitting at a table. When you sit at a table, views, propositions, gestures, comments, all of those things are shared at a table through the act of ingestation, through the act of eating and drinking, through the act of the first things that we learn to do from the womb, through the act of touching, sensation, excitation, evolution, in our growth, in our development, hence the D when we are covering, hence the D, development, when we are engaged with all our senses. At a table, we sit, of course, we stand, then we sit, we stand, and then we sit. That motion is being enforced, emphasized. The motion of the hands, eating with our right hand, which moves to the right, if you notice, the larger frequencies, so to speak. There is more. When the name Crimea Queen came to me, I knew it was not by chance. And of course, it sounds like really, well, Crimea. It is. And I was wondering, why am I given such a name? But then, of course, I was led to understand, because of my past experiences, I had been able to see both sides of the coin, so to speak. And so that qualified me as Crimea Queen. But now I understand there is more, because I am Eve, with my third eye open. I ate 8. And it has been delicious. Now, if you have been following my presentations, deliciousness is me. I've got to do the numerical value on delicious or deliciousness. There's so much, or I should say there is enough. I'm being mindful now about the M word because it is that B, busybody. It is that M, which represents mental health, menstruation. Oh, so all these M's, and the W, which is a well of all of those of the above. Of course, there's, and of course, we can do, you can turn the W's round because white is a well as well as a well. It holds, it can contain so much like a tube because there is an agreement. W, double me. It's just another way of saying double me. W. Now you, we know that we all are referring to each other as you. So even if I were to say you, I am still pointing at me because my name in essence is also you. It's also me. It's also I. Hence me, for instance, and I has the same numerical value as 9. 7 now is the numerical value for you. And 7 is all of us. 6 days of creation and a day of rest. Hence, we can't really escape from each other. And why would you want to escape from one another? Why would there be such a need? Now, I will be doing these presentations. I am just coming to a close on this one, but I want to really keep reminding us to open our third eye. Our third eye. In fact, I have done the numerical value on third, and I'm going to do this quickly. THIRD, that's 28994. So this is 20. This is, let's see, 4, 30, 42. 42. The third eye is 42. 4 and 2 is 6. We were created on the 6th day as far as we have learned. Now this we have learned. We may have been taught or been shaped in ways that have not reflected very, you could say good. Good. The word bad would be hair, B-A-D, and good would be on hair. It passes the new. You would have been in the new Christ spirit. That's when you become good. G-O-O. And then, of course, you need to familiarize yourself with the left. There has to be. And it's no wonder I had no inclination to change that D on hair. So we see from this presentation, from the template of sacrifice and revelation, there is so much to share. So much. And from these presentations, we will be discovering, uncovering, revealing, unraveling. We will be getting into the hexagon of the bee. In fact, we are being. Yes, people have used the bee's concept with strong principles in the scriptures to man, you, Pilate or Pilate, let's say Pilate, mani, man, you, Pilate, others. We need to think of the words. Perhaps it's not a lot we can do about changing them, but when we change our thinking, our awareness and consciousness of them, we are saved. Man, ni, man, I, pulate, Late. Man, I, hey. So we are in the middle here. We are here. We need to open our eye. Whenever we see an eye, it is asking us to open our eyes. There's a pilot there. Okay. All right. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation. I hope you have found it insightful, beneficial. If you like this presentation, click the like button. That's another presentation. And share, because this is how we do it. We share to actualizing self-full love. In the meantime, stay blessed, stay bright, and stay ignited. Namaste. And spill over with love.